Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a very quick tutorial on how to add or reserve things using our iPad calendar. So if you'll come up here on your iPad and click your calendar to open it up, you'll notice it's on this week's calendar, and mine may look a little bit different from yours because I have updated to iOS 7. If you haven't updated to iOS 7, don't panic. Everything is still here. It might just be in a slightly different place. Like the inbox is down here instead of up in the top left-hand corner, and the calendars are down here instead of the left-hand side. But other than that, it looks fairly similar. Today, or any day, when you are reserving a room or reserving space or even reserving iPads, the very first thing you need to do before you start to add an event is to check the calendar of the space or the room or even the iPad reservation calendar to see if those areas or if the iPads are available. If you'll notice, I have this week's iPad calendar reservation pulled up. And if you'll notice, we've got lots of times that are still open, but we do have several times that are already taken up. What we ask people to do with the iPads is to put your name. You can write iPads if you'd like, but if you notice over here on the right-hand side, Miss Crocker on Thursday has reserved all 23 iPads for about 45 minutes around this time. That lets you know that all the iPads in the Learning Commons are already taken. However, if you notice up on the very same day, Miss Manning only has 9 iPads that are going to be checked out, so that you know we have 14 or 15 iPads still left in the Learning Commons that can be used for your purposes if you wish to use them. One thing about this calendar that makes this difficult is it doesn't stop you from adding an event even if something's already checked out. So for instance, if I tried to go on Thursday to check out iPads, it's going to let me add the event or add the reservation, but the reservations are going to be sitting side by side. And if you see Crocker iPads 23 and Bucelle iPads 23 at the very same time, it doesn't mean that we have 46 iPads. It means that 2 people are trying to reserve the iPads at the same exact time. And in the event of that case of something like that happening, we're going to go with the one who signed up for them first, and it has a timestamp on it. So please make sure that you check the calendars before you add to them. Now, assuming that you've checked the calendar and everything's good to go, what you want to do is you want to come up here to the plus sign, or if you're in iOS 6, the plus sign's down at the bottom, and you need to give as much information as possible so that it's nice and clear. So I want to reserve the iPads. I'm going to put my name, and I'm going to put, I only need 12. So I'm going to put that there out to the side. Now, if you scroll down here a little bit, you'll see I don't need them all day. I need them for a specific time, and I know that Thursday at 8 o'clock is open because I've checked the calendar. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to scroll to Thursday, and I'm going to scroll to 8 a.m. Make sure you know that you have a.m. and p.m. And then when I want to end it, I click on Ends. It automatically does an hour. So if you need less than an hour, like I would say 8 to 8:45, I would have to come and make sure that I changed that, or it's going to default to an hour. Okay? For the purposes of this, I don't need it to repeat, but if I did need it to repeat, there's lots of different ways you can do it. If you do it every day, it's going to include Saturday and Sunday. That may or may not be a big deal, but you could click, if you only needed it on Thursdays from 8 to 8:45, you could click every week or every 2 weeks. That's going to do it every other week, or every month it's going to do it once a month. So you have options with that. Now this is the most important part down here. Notice because I have it open to this calendar, it says iPad reservation. It's always a good idea to go into this anyway and to check and make sure that the iPad calendar that you want has a check mark beside it. We have had some issues in the past where people accidentally clicked the wrong calendar, and it shows up in their iPad because it's on their personal calendar, but it's not on a shared calendar. Once you do that, you can go back to Add Event, and you scroll up to the top and click Done, and you'll notice that my reservation has shown up, and it says Thursday, November 7th from 8 to 8:45 on the iPad reservation calendar. If you need more at the end, you say, oh, I need more than 12, you can simply come back to this calendar, click on it, click the edit button and you can go back in and make any changes that you need. If you decide you don't need to make any changes, you can hit cancel and just click out anywhere on the calendar, and you'll see where your reservation has taken place.